Right, Shalom. Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites of the camp of Great Millstone, Montreal. As always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glorification to our power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, L'cha Kodash. Give honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, starting with the 144,000. Okay, so, we start off by praising the Heavenly Father, which his true name in the ancient Hebrew is Yahweh. Okay, and we also give honor and glory unto his son, which his true name is Yahushai in the ancient Hebrew. Okay, he's whom the world ignorantly calls JC. Okay, and he is the savior of the nation of Israel. Alright, and Ruach HaKodesh is the Holy Spirit. Now that's the spirit that was given unto the faithful, okay, to bring them back to the remembrance of what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has taught them. Okay, right? And it starts with the 144,000, okay, which would be the elect, okay, the first fruits of the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, due to the Holy Spirit, we know that we're in the end. Okay, well, ultimately Esau Edom is in rulership. Okay, and he's getting ready to bring a great accusation against the men of the Lord. Okay, because he's being revealed. Okay, so. Let's start that in Revelation 12 and 12. Okay, start at 12. Okay, right? Because he's being revealed. Okay, he's being revealed as Satan. Okay, the deceiver. Okay, the man of sin. All right, and because of this great accusation, okay, he's gonna start showing his wrath, man, his true nature. You got it.
All right, Revelation 12 and 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea."
Yeah, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Okay, right, which is us, man. Okay, go ahead.
"For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time."
That's right. Now, who's the devil? The devil is referring to the Edomites. Okay, starting with the ruling class. Okay, of the Edomites, right? The ruling bankers, right? All right, because he knows that he has but a short time. Okay, he's getting ready to come with great wrath. Okay, so he sees the signs, man. Okay, he sees, so-called black men, Native American, and Latinos that are proclaiming themselves to be Israelites. Okay, the sons of the Most High. Okay, reading the Bible. Okay, changing their ways according to the word of the Most High and not following the ways that Esau has prescribed for them. Okay, calling upon the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Okay, right? He sees the chariots. Okay, he sees himself being revealed. Okay, basically the whole world is up on game on who that the so-called white people are the wicked, man. Okay. Now we say so-called white people because the majority of them are Edomites. Now we got Israelites that are amongst them, okay, but that the majority of these Edomites, majority of these so-called white people are Edomites, man.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
"And when the..."
So jump to verse 17.
Okay, Revelation 12 and 17, and it reads, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed."
Now the dragon is referring once again to the Edomites, man. Okay, which comes in the form of this newly revived Roman Empire. Okay, all right, and the woman is the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
"Which kept the commandments of the Most High."
Right, which keep the commandments of the Most High. Now, who keeps the commandments? Right, the hopeful elect. Okay, all right, go ahead.
"And have the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach."
That's right, man. So he's gonna make war against the woman. Okay, he's gonna make war against us, man. Okay, he's gonna first start by accusation. Okay, and he's gonna try to justify that accusation, and he's really gonna, get physical, man. Okay, all right. We see that certain laws are being set in place. Okay, we see what ICE is doing over there in Babylon. Okay, we see that basically how the rights, so-called rights of the Haitians are being revoked as far as them being legal immigrants. Okay, the protection that the immigrants have, that's being revoked. Okay, that's him sharpening his sword, man. Okay, and really soon, man, he's gonna get physical. All right, and we know who the real target is, man. We just read it. Okay, it's those that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man. You got something?
Yeah, this is Isaiah 59 and verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against them."
There you go, man. Okay? Right? When the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? That's the armies of Esau. Okay, the Lord's going to raise up a standard against them. Okay, so that's a defense mechanism. Okay? The Lord's going to hide his elect. Okay, he's going to give spiritual power. Okay, he's going to provide divine intervention. Okay, this is the time that we're in, man. Okay, as we come closer to the end. Okay, all right. And he's this devil, man. He's like I said, he's sharpening his sword, his AI. You know, he's getting ready to use his AI. Okay, for his new world order. Okay, robots. Okay, you know, all these devices that he has prepared in order to you know, bring a NWO, man. You know, so that's the left hand of the Most High at work. But as the left hand is strengthened, the Lord has to strengthen the right hand. Okay, you know, and he has to show that the right hand is more powerful than the left. Okay, because the right hand is more powerful than the left, man. Okay, like it says that wisdom shall excel over folly, and that light shall excel over darkness. Okay. Right? So ultimately, we're going to have the victory, man. Okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. What you got, bro?
This is Ezekiel 21 and verse 8. It says, "Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished."
That's right. So what's that sword? The sword is Esau, man. Okay? When you read Genesis, the 27th chapter, it says that Esau will live by his sword. Okay? That's the blessing that he received from the father Isaac. Okay? Okay, it says that by thy sword shalt thou live, and that's how he has reigned. Okay? In his rulerships, you know, as the Greeks, as the Romans. Okay, right now we're in this newly revived Roman Empire. It's by the sword that he's conquered, man. It's by the sword that he has acquired, you know, the power that he has. Okay? Revelation 6, it tells you that you know, 6 and 4, when it refers to Esau, Edom, it says that a great sword was given unto him. Okay, so that sword, which is Esau, okay, is being sharpened. What was that? Psalm 17 and 13. Okay, let's get that Psalm 17 and 13 just to prove who the sword is, man.
Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, and disappoint him.
Yep.
Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Right. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And we know that the wicked is referring to the Edomites, pursuant to Malachi, the 1st chapter. Okay, it says that they are the border of wickedness. Okay, all right, and he's the sword of the Most High. So he's the tool that the Lord uses to chastise. Well, guess what? That sword is being sharpened, man. Okay, these different decrees are being set in place. Okay, all right, he's setting up the trap. Okay, for you Israelites. Okay, he's getting ready to bring a great accusation, man. Okay, go ahead. Hi.
Yeah, back to Ezekiel 21 and 9. It says, "Son of man, prophesy and say."
Read that loud.
Okay, Ezekiel 21 and verse 9. It says, "Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord,
Yep.
say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter." It says, "It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?"
That's right. You know, so it's being sharpened. It's being ready, man. Okay, to make a sore slaughter. Okay, so his plans ultimately, okay, is to bring mass death, man. Okay. All right. That's why he talks about depopulation. Okay. All right. He wants to reduce the number of inhabitants of the planet Earth, man. Okay? Because Esau is the man of death, man. He's the son of perdition. All right? And how does he plan to do that? Okay? Well, his main tools will be pestilence, will be famine, and war, man. Okay? All right? He wants to reduce the population so that he could reign on Earth. You know, have control on the planet Earth, rather. Have the complete control. Okay? You know? And have hold of all the resources, because they think there's not enough resources for everyone, you know? They wanna hoard it all onto them, man. You know? Which he already has the control, man. That's just to demonstrate his that he's insatiable. You know? Like it says in Habakkuk 2. Okay? You get that? You know? That this devil is insatiable. He has the power of the earth already. Okay? What does he want to do? He wants more. Okay? He wants to reduce the population, man. Like it says in the Georgia Guidestone. It says to reduce the population to 500 million according to proper balance with the earth, something like that. It's some wickedness, man. Just pure folly, man. It goes against, the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. The Lord didn't say reduce the earth. No, he said be fruitful and multiply, man. There's enough resources for everyone, man. Okay? And the Lord knows exactly, what portion to give, man. Is the Lord's hand short? Esau is a madman, man. Okay? But yet he's gonna move forward with these plans, man. Okay? That's why the serum, okay, that was pushed about 6 years ago, was pushed so heavily, man. Because he wants to reduce the population, man. Okay?
You gotta put this.
Finish. It says, "It condemneth the rod of my son as every tree."
Right, so it's against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which it's against Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, Esau is the opposite of Yahweh Shai, man. Like Yahweh Shai said, the thief cometh not for to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly, man. Yahweh Shai is pro-life, okay? Esau is pro-death, man. Go ahead.
It says, "And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer."
Right, which the slayer is Esau, the murderer. Okay? Alright, once again, the more the light is shed upon him, the more he's gonna push forth his plans of killing, man. Okay? Alright?
Yep, one more verse.
Yep.
It says, "Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people."
That's right. Who are the Lord's people? The Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American. You are the main targets of the Edomites, man. You're gonna know, okay, that you have enemies, man.
Yeah.
Okay? You're gonna come and find out, man. Okay? That he hates you, and he has always hated you, man.
Yeah, it says he kept his
Wrath forever. Right.
man.
Right.
And this is demonstrated throughout society, man. With the different Nolan, which we believe that's a sign.
Nolan Wells?
Yeah, Nolan Wells. There's multiple cases of Nolan Wells that's going around, man, where Esau is basically, treating Jake unfairly and looking to delete Jake, man. And you share that video of that girl that has epilepsy.
Yeah.
With the 3 Edomites that basically got her drunk, blacked out, and then started abusing her.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's how Esau treats Jake, man.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
He sees us as an enemy, man. While Jake thinks that they change, no, they're not enemies, things of that nature. No, man. Okay, this guy's rust is still there.
Yeah, that's right. Esau for many years has been able to make our people docile, he's pushed forth like that. Catholicism, Christianity was all to make Jake docile, to think him as your friend, as your God, while he's slaying you, man. Really, they've always been doing this, man. It's just now, you have the internet, the camera is on them, so you can see the acts of of Esau. Okay, but this is nothing new, man. They've been killing Jake, hanging Jake. You know. And guess what? You know, the light is on them now, and the Lord is turning up the spirit of these Edomites, man.
Yeah.
The more they're being accused, the more they're gonna show their true nature, man.
And the problem with our people is that they have a serious case of Stockholm syndrome. Okay, they love their oppressor and they refuse to see him as he truly is. Okay, they've been beaten so much that they don't understand another way. You know? But Isa Edom, as the brothers mentioned, his actions explain who he is, the wicked. Okay, till this day we're being oppressed. Till this day we're being afflicted. Okay, by this devil. Okay, and our people they refuse to acknowledge who he really is.
Yeah, they're not taking heed to the warning.
Yeah.
Okay, which our apostles, and their apostles been telling you who the Edomites are, man. Okay, that he is the devil. Okay, and they're gonna know, and they're also gonna know that the prophet was among them, man. When SHTF when it hits the fan, they're gonna know, okay, that with our apostles, okay, the men of Great Millstone, okay, and the prophets of Great Millstone, okay, start with that because through faith I believe those are the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay, they're gonna know that a prophet was among them, man. Okay, all right. See, we've received a glimpse of what of the wrath of Esau with ice, but it's gonna get worse, man.
Yeah.
There's concentration camps set up, man. Okay. Okay, to put you Jakes back into captivity, man. The world is getting ready to change, man. Okay.
He won't hide behind his image of being a good, quote unquote, good person.
Right.
He's gonna come down with great wrath. He's gonna show you the horns. He's gonna be the complete Edomite that he wants to be. Okay, he's not gonna hide behind PR. He's not gonna care about PR. He's gonna be allowed to let loose and be the devil that he really is.
That's right.
Okay.
Like you said, yeah, he's gonna be allowed because the Lord is going to let this devil just get busy, man. Like we read Ezekiel 21, man. Okay, a great slaughter is coming, man. There's more.
Yeah, just to finish, Ezekiel 21 and 12. It says, "Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people, it shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh."
That's it, man. All right, like it says, man. Should we then make mirth? Okay, we're not in a time of mirthing.
Yeah.
Okay, being all engulfed in this world, and no, man. We're in a time of warning, man. Okay, because things are about to change drastically, man.
Yeah.
The world as we know it is about to change, man. Majorly in Babylon, but this is a global system. Okay, we're currently in Canada. This society is gonna change too. Okay. All right, the elites are getting ready to do a shift, man. They want to do it with the dollar. Okay, the paper dollar as we know it. Okay, they want to move into a digital system, which that's gonna create chaos, man. They wanna basically shut down this economic system, man. Okay, and transition to a new system. A digital system, man. Okay, which means that you're not gonna have access to your bank account. So people are gonna panic, man, and that's what they want. Okay, they want to bring in multiple crises in order to bring the chaos. That's what they call order out of chaos.
That's right.
Right? That's all in the wicked plans of the elites, man. But you Jakes are not taking heed, but you're gonna find out, man. You're gonna find out, man. Okay?
That's right.
Just as it says, Jacob's trouble, it
Right.
says the sword is going to be upon my people. Okay, it's not just because you're a man of the Lord, you're following after Yahweh Hashem Yashad. Even those that are that made a covenant with the devil. Okay, Isa Edom doesn't care. You're an Israelite, he wants to kill you. Okay, that perpetual hatred, it's in him. Okay, it's in him. He can't fight it. It's in Isa Edom to want to put Jacob to death.
That's right.
Right? So it doesn't matter if you associate with Isa Edom, he still sees you as the enemy. He knows you're an enemy. That's why you have to have that mentality also that that person, that nation is a nation of snakes.
Right.
I can't be associated with them. I can't make alliances with them. They're known to be covenant breakers. Okay, you're really supposed to keep your distance from from individuals like them, right?
Yeah, but Jake is 20 steps behind
Yeah.
because they don't even know that they have an enemy. But now, what we're seeing though, because we're watchers, we're seeing, that Jake is being roused up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we still have a lot that are asleep, man. We still have a lot that are asleep. But Yahweh Shemashai is still rousing up Judah. Okay? Okay? But guess what? It's gonna get worse. Once again, the more the accusation against him is made, the more he's gonna show his horns, and the more Yahweh Shemashai is gonna turn up the spirit on Jake.
Because you can only take so much. Eventually, even if the most peaceable guy, eventually
Right.
Fight the bully. Yeah, eventually he'll have to stand up for himself. The Lord is gonna, the same way he's activating Isa Edom to become a full demon, he's also going to put a spirit of rebellion or a spirit of wanting to defend resistance. Yeah, a spirit of resistance in our people, man.
Yeah.
Starting with Judah, to fight against Isa Edom because of the oppression that they had. Ultimately, basically giving them the similar spirit that they had during the time of the Black Panthers. In that time, going against Isa Edom and seeing Isa Edom as an enemy.
Yep. This is Sirach 12:10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness."
Sometimes trust your enemy. On a good day, trust your enemy. Never trust your enemy. Okay, because his intention is not for your good.
That's right.
All right. He'll give you a microchip, and there might not even be food. So now you're a slave, and you're still hungry. You see, and you're enemy of Yahweh Shem El Shai.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, and you can't be surprised, man, right now, because every pact that Esau has done, let's give an example with the Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, he's broken every single one of them. Every alliance, any treaty that he's done, he's broken it, man.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not a man to be trusted, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it shows you that too in the book of Maccabees, man. How they try to make treaties with Jake, and then he broke it, man. That's why it says that, man. Sure. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, so if you scrutinize this devil, you really pay attention, you're gonna see that he's your enemy, man.
Yeah.
Because there's any symptoms you may say that to an Edomite to know that this guy's an Edomite, man. There's these traits that they have, certain things that they do, they say, their actions. It reveals them, man. So it takes you to scrutinize and see, is the guy trustworthy?
Yeah.
Is it because we know that our people are scattered amidst everybody. Not every so-called white man is an Edomite. Of course, the Spirit's going to reveal, but you still got to scrutinize, man. Because they speak from two sides of their mouth, man. They say one thing, but their actions saying otherwise, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in no way, how you're supposed to trust this devil, man. Because trust me, man, they're con artists, man. They make promises, to you, I'm going to do such and such. You'll see me tomorrow. Trust me. He's not there.
Yeah. He has no conscience, man. He doesn't care about betraying you. He's only seeking to gain his own desires. But Jake is like Jake is too gullible, man.
Yeah. Naive.
You know what I'm saying? So at one point, man, you're gonna have to realize, man. But really, they're gonna know through pain, man. Okay? You're gonna know through pain, man. Right? Okay.
Yeah, as the demon Baru, patterns don't lie. And the demon responded, patterns don't lie, get straight to the core of behavioral and systematic truth. Words, promises, and intentions can deceive, but repeated actions over time expose the reality of a situation.
Wow, that's right. That's why the scripture says that a tree shall be known by its fruits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna be known by the truths, by the fruits that you produce, man. The acts that you do. That's what's gonna really know who you are, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says here, the gap between words and actions. People often express who they want to be, but their patterns reveal who they currently are.
That's right. You know, so you could come with all the lip service, but your actions are gonna determine what manner of person you really are, man. You know? Go ahead.
And that's true as much as for the Edomites, but as well as for our people. As it says,
Yep.
they with their mouth they praise me, but their heart is far from me.
Mhm.
It says here, a single mistake or isolated gesture can be an anomaly. A pattern, however, is a functioning system. When someone's words conflict with their reoccurring actions, the pattern is the ground truth. It says here, predictability and risk assessment. It says here, once a behavior occurs three times under similar circumstances, it is no longer accidental. It is a reliable response mechanism.
Wow, and we know the number 3 means understanding.
Does it?
You know, so if you constantly doing the same things, then that's who you are, man. Okay, and Esau is not meant to change. That's who he is. That's how Yahweh Shai set him up, man. It says that can
I got that.
okay, you got it, bro.
Jeremiah 13 and 23.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, can an Ethiopian change his skin?
Yes, sir.
Or the leper his spots?
Yep.
Then may he also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
That's right. Let's look up the word custom, man. Okay. Then then can you also do good that is accustomed to do evil? Okay. All right. Well, can he? The answer is no, man. You know. You know, just like a leopard, he can't change his spots. That's how the Lord set him up, man. Right? The Ethiopian can't change his skin. That's how the Lord set him up. Okay? You know? So the wicked, they were made crooked, man. Okay? You know, and it says, can anyone make something crooked straight? Answer is no, man. The Lord made him crooked. Can a clean thing come out of an unclean? No, man. Okay? The Lord made him a rebellious. He made him proud. He made him evil. He made him the man of sin. So that's what he's gonna produce. That's what he's gonna do. He made him the deceiver. He's meant to deceive, man. Tells you that in Revelation 20. They shall go out and deceive the nations. And he was setting the chains was put upon him so he couldn't deceive. You know, but now he's loosed for a little season. What does he do? What he was set up to do, which is to deceive, man.
Basically, he made the perfect devil.
He made the perfect devil. The Lord made him. He gave him all the characteristics that he hates. He put him upon this character, Esau, Edom.
Right.
Okay? That's why the Lord said, I've loved Jacob and I hated Esau. And yes, the Lord hates, man. And he hates these Edomites, man. Go ahead.
You said you wanted the word of custom?
Yeah, let's get that.
Okay, this is the word of custom in the blue letter. In the Hebrew it says lamawad. It says taught, learned, disciplined, taught, accustomed to.
Right, so well, Esau is taught and learned to do wickedness. Because what does it say? It says they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Okay? You know? And who feeds them? Satan, man. You know? These ideologies, they come from Satan. That's 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. It says, he that cometh after the working of Satan, meaning the participation of Satan. He's all in his brain, telling him what to do, man. Guiding him. Okay? Which is to lie, steal, kill, destroy, deceive. Okay? Everything that's immoral, everything that's abominable, he brings it forth. And he has no problem with that, you know? Because that's how he was set up. Okay? Unlike Jake has a conscience, man. Jake knows when he does wrong. Okay? Because Yahweh Shai created the nation of Israel to be the righteous seed, you know? You know? So he has made men upright, but they have sought out many inventions. You know? That's it, man. So these Edomites are set up to do wickedness, man. It says they sleep not unless they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. You know? Go ahead.
That was another definition.
Is it okay? Yeah, so they're accustomed. Or so can you do good that are accustomed to do evil? You know, you can't. Okay? You can't do good if you're accustomed to do evil. If you learn, you're disciplined to do evil. You know what I'm saying? You know? Well, just like if a man of the Lord, well, okay, what's the reason why we're going to we went into, we got the curses and went into slavery, so on and so forth? Because we're not supposed to do what's evil. That's why chastisement comes. Okay? Evil comes upon us when we do evil, man. When I say us, I'm talking to the nation of Israel. Okay? But these Edomites, okay, if they do good, that's evil unto them, man. That's against their spirit.
Yep.
It says
A glitch in the beach.
it says it's an abomination for the wicked to do
To depart from evil.
to depart from let me get it real quick, bro. Depart. Okay, this is the book of Proverbs 13 and 19. It says, the desire accomplished is sweet to the soul, but it is abomination to fools to depart from evil. Okay, it's an abomination for them to depart from evil, man, because they were set up to do evil, not to depart from it, man. Okay.
As it says, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord. But Esau is being the opposite. He lives by, as it says, he drinks the bread of violence and drinks the wine of, I always mix up those two.
He drinks the wine of violence. He eats the bread of wickedness and drinks the wine of violence.
That's it. That's how he continues to live, in a sense. In his on the left hand, he has to do these things to feel alive. Okay. He delights in seeing someone fall. Okay. He delights in deceiving. He delights in wickedness. Okay. Because again, his power comes from Satan. Okay. So again, just as it says, the will of your father you will do. Okay. So the same way that we come to life by serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Esau Edom fulfills his purpose by being the wicked.
Yep.
Also,
Yep.
this is Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 15. It says, that which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Cannot.
And that which is wanting cannot be numbered. Yeah, yeah. And Esau Edom is made to be crooked, man. So he cannot be rehabilitated to where that, he follows after righteousness. That will not work, man. Because example that we had was which went into that in the French camp, is Cain. Because Cain, I'm saying, he was the son of Adam. Adam taught him the righteous way, man. But even with that, I'm saying, he wasn't able to retain the teachings because he was built to be crooked.
Yeah.
Okay, the Lord made him to be wicked, man. That scripture said the Lord made all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil, man.
Yeah.
So just let Esau be wicked, man. The brother, the pastor says always, you could trust Esau to be wicked. Don't trust him to be righteous. Nah, man. Scripture say if he does good, he does it unwillingly. Okay? Like the brother was saying, he only does evil, man. That's what his brain is wired to do. Wickedness. Okay? Esau doing righteousness is him doing wickedness. That's his form of righteousness.
Yep.
Like, you have the term, what's your good deed for the day? His good deed is doing wickedness, man.
Yeah, and he hasn't reached the height of the wickedness that he wants to accomplish. Because he wants to put a digital device in your body. He wants to change men. He wants to change humans, man. Merge men to he wants to create beasts, man.
Yeah.
Merge men to technology.
And to profane the Lord's creation.
And if the Lord didn't stop him, he would keep going because his mind is how you say that is it's like programmed to do it's geared to do wickedness, man. To do whatever is contrary to the Lord, okay, average to the Lord, that's what moves him. You know? Good.
Real quick, Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, he will deal unjustly, and he will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Yeah, so again, even if you were to show Isa Edom the right way, okay, program him to, not program, but in a sense, show him the good, how to live, okay, he will still deny it and still follow after wickedness. That's why he delights in.
Yeah, he's like a swine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like if you try to take a swine or a pig, you wash it, you know what I'm saying, and try to keep it clean. If it sees mud, it's gonna go in there and fucking flop around, man. It's the same thing with E, bro. Swine was built to be a filthy animal, the natural garbage disposal. You can't change the swine. Same shit with E.
That's
You
who
know?
I am.
That's what that's who he is, bro.
Yeah. Don't try to change me. you Jakes, you can't change an Edomite. It's the devil, man.
That's Sirach 14:7. And if you do it good, you do it unwillingly.
Yeah. So if you do it good, you should really watch for the undertones. Well, if he does that, there has to be something behind it.
Sure.
Okay. So surely you want something, or surely there has to be. It's gonna lead to more wickedness.
That's right.
Okay. The good is really just surface level. Okay. You know that I just said the iceberg goes deeper. You know. So Isa Edom is if he does good, it's not really him. It's like an accident.
Yeah, exactly.
It's oh wow.
There's evil intentions behind it.
That's it.
Yeah, because like the brother, continue.
Yeah. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness.
Yeah. At the last, he will declare his wickedness. You know, when Esau, one thing about Esau though, like if he wants to present wickedness to you for you to indulge in it, he's gonna present it as it being good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's you can kind of tie that in with that too. You know, if he does good, he does it unwilling because what there's wickedness behind it, man.
Sure.
You know what? Look at these advertisements for I don't know food or medication. You know, the medication always gets me. They make memes of that. You know, the guy's dancing like, yeah, you know, and afterwards, selfies went at the last.
No, he's smiling
At the
too.
last, he declares the wickedness.
Wow. And he does it quick.
Yeah. Well, the guy's dancing. Yeah.
You realize those the consequences are worse than the actual disease.
Yeah.
So is that a cure, or you're adding to the hell? What's going on?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, talk to your doctor before you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which the doctor's gonna prescribe more drugs onto you.
That's it.
You know, there's no cure with these Edomites, man. You're gonna come and find out.
Physicians
You know?
know about it.
Yeah, there's physicians of no value, man. This is they're forgers of lies. They be physicians of no value, man. Okay. You know, and then what are we seeing right now with the main guy that was pushing the serum? You know, over 6 years ago. Okay, Fossey, man. Okay, now he can just he's not being accountable for his action, and he refused to take accountability, man. He's pleading the fifth, man. Okay, you know.
Which ultimately he's just the face, but really we know that's the wicked elites that set him up to be the face of all that madness.
Yeah, but he got pardoned, man. Why would you pardon him? Like if it was righteous intentions, why would you even be the need to pardon him? Because they knew that something will come up, man.
Yeah.
You know, that campaign was an evil campaign, man.
Mm-hmm.
How they pushed that on TV,
Yeah.
The media putting the numbers and stuff like that.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
The unvaxxed, the unjuiced.
Right, on the radios everywhere. It's the same song everywhere, man.
Yeah.
And the same face. You will see this guy and this other guy killed Gates. You know, it was 6 feet. You're talking about 6 feet distance. Made people put the mask on their face. You know, bro. You know, so that was a ritual, man. And that was wicked, man.
Yeah, the people conform.
Yeah, and they made people believe that was the necessary steps in order to flatten the curve.
Yeah, flatten the curve, just the sides.
Yeah.
But what sides? What sides?
Right. The science, yeah.
Science means to know. They didn't know anything, man.
Well, that's what, yeah.
Yo,
You know?
how can you trust the science? Who came up with those numbers? Who you know, I remember there was a video with Falsey and a nigger woman were trying to convince a Jake to take. It's like, yo, come on, man. You guys came up with this. The disease came out 2 years last year, and you guys already have a juice. No, it takes about 10 years to come up with something.
Yeah, it takes time, bro.
I don't want to be a test subject.
Yeah.
You know.
That's right.
So now you're the reason. You're the reason why we're trying to make things better. You know.
Yeah.
Ultimately, those that folded, it shows they have a weak spirit.
Right, right, because they trusted the enemy, man.
That's it.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Which the men of Yahweh Shemel been telling you not to trust them. I remember I watched a video of the old video of the apostles telling me exactly what was going to happen about them pushing a serum in a needle, you know, and yeah, man. And this is what we saw. Okay, they've been prophesying about this, man. You know, once again for the bull of Deepak, man. And well, he presented it all like that was the solution. But we just read, if you do it good, you do it unwillingly, man. And he shall reveal his wickedness at the last end, man.
That's right. That's right.
There's a plan behind that, man.
That's right. Exactly. Like Kobe Bryant, the job is not done yet. Because,
Yeah.
you know,
The
because
job's not finished.
the job's not
Yeah.
finished yet. Because what's going to happen is like the people that took that, eventually we're going to see
An effect, man.
Yeah,
the
side
effect,
effects,
the
yeah.
side effect.
But we've seen it too.
The
How many
time
how many people dropped during that
Yeah,
time?
yeah, true.
Suddenly, you know, where they did the movie called Sudden,
Suddenly deleted.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
you know, people were dropping like flies, man. We never seen that before.
Young athletes.
Yeah, athletes, soccer players, just all of a sudden
Yeah.
drop. People on TV
Yeah, yeah.
doing conferences, whatever, just all of a sudden losing, dropping. What's that? They took the serum, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they fell for the trap, man.
And you got them other camps. I won't say no name.
We say we don't.
Say
Right,
the
no,
name.
say the
Say
name.
the name. Say the name.
Yo, you say the name and then say we don't say it. Like Apostle Ryan, he said, yeah, I see Bishop Mayweather, yeah, but we don't say names. Yeah, bro. But like, yeah, continue with your point, bro.
Yeah, like saying that take the vaccine, you know? He was saying basically, he said, go ahead, take the vaccine.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you scared of needles? You know?
Oh man.
IUIC.
IUIC, Bishop Nate, he was pushing that, and IUCPK, General Yohana, man.
You got a visit from a guy in a suit. So this is the new script.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You guys are, I believe in faith that those are agents. That's just my opinion. You know.
Oh yeah, big time.
But because why would you push that? We're supposed to be agents of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, the Lord said, don't pollute not your temple.
Yeah.
Okay, don't put
Foreign object.
the syringe, don't how do you say, cut your skin, you know. In other words, but that's what you're doing when you're putting that syringe in you. You know. So technically, you're supposed to tell our people, trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, bring acts. Why don't you bring acts of old? Okay, how the Lord delivered us out of Egypt. Okay, the great deliverances that the Lord gave us. In the time of Judges, the Lord always sent a Savior. Why don't you bring that up, man? Okay, but no, you rather push the people to trust in the oppressor, man. You know, to submit to the to submit to the image of the beast, man.
Yeah.
That was part of submission to the beast, man.
Yeah.
When you took that thing, man. You know? So what are they gonna tell you when the hour of temptation comes? Which is going to come. Okay? Which is Revelation 13. Okay? We could get that. You know? But like the brother said, man, they pushed that. Is that? They pushed our people to those are supposed to be the leaders of the nation of Israel. So called, yeah? They know they're Israelites. Okay?
They have a congregation, a big congregation.
A big congregation. They're responsible for men and women, you know? of the nation of Israel. Here it is. They're telling. What's it like? It says, Ephraim shall give his children to the murderer.
Mhm.
They're bringing their children to the murderer. They're bringing their congregation to the murderer. You saw, man. What are they gonna do when the hour of temptation comes? Okay.
Lead them right back to the devil.
I'll give nobody has it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, bring it up.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
Real quick. Yeah,
Okay, go
I asked the percentage of people who took at least one shot in the world, one shot of the serpent juice. It says here approximately 70.7 of the total world population, about 5.65 billion people have received at least one dose. It says here
5.65 billion, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
The population is what, 8 billion?
Shit. Yeah, so 30% didn't take
You know?
of the world. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we see about what, 2.5 billion people have common sense. You know, and out of those people, that's a hopeful elect. You know, in that number, that would be the hopeful elect.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, the Lord may have mercy on one on a few that took at least once. We took the juice once, but hey, that's all of the Lord.
Yeah. So the Lord, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't
Yeah.
do that, man. You know, we're telling you not to trust in this devil, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to make a way, and he made a way. We've seen it. Okay? Okay? Brothers that were threatened were losing their job. Okay? The Lord made a way. Okay?
Yeah.
He provided, and he will also provide, man. Okay? He will also provide. He will always provide. Okay? All right? The Lord's always gonna make a way, man. Since I've been young and now I'm old, yeah, I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. You know?
They said never.
Right?
Yeah, it says here high and upper middle
You guys
income.
feel it? I don't feel nothing, bro. It's weird. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it says here high and upper middle income countries that jabs rate for a single dose generally reach between 75 and 90%. An example, Canada at 89%,
Wow.
US at 79%, and China at 92%. You know, so again, China being one of the highest, because you know how they got their population on lock over there,
Yeah.
being the example for the society that Isa Edom really wants to have
That's right.
as citizens of compliant
Mhm.
sheeple. Okay, Canada right after. You see, I don't think that's a
Canada
surprise.
right after that.
Right after, you know, so I don't think that's a surprise when they set it up the Bill C9 here first, you know. It says and the US right after, so you see.
What about Australia? You talked about Australia?
Not about Australia, but it says here and European nations generally above 75 to 85%.
Okay.
But again, that's a lot of people, man. More than 50% of the whole world, 70.7% took at least one. So you know, and we still don't know the effect, you know. So
Yep.
that's basically mass murder.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah, that's the hand of death all over 70% of the population of the earth.
Yep.
You see, and that's because they trusted in the devil and they didn't listen to the prophets.
That's right. Okay, yes, one?
Yeah, Hosea 9 and verse 13. It says, Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, I planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer.
That's right. Right.
Yeah, you know, like you paraphrased the precept earlier of how Ephraim, you know, shall bring their children to the murderer. The viewing in the sense of also these leaders, you know, falsely leading the nation of Israel, man. You know, like we gave the example with the juice, okay, telling your congregation to get juiced up. Why you scared of a vaccine? You know, you scared of a needle? No, what do you mean scared of a needle, man? We don't know what's inside this juice. What what type of concoction that Esau did in the lab, and then here it is, I'm just supposed to trust him and put it in my system. You know? Where you know, research was not even properly made. And we know that Esau is a physician of no value, man. We don't trust any medication or anything that Esau wants to freely give to the people. Freely, huh?
The insatiable man giving
Okay,
you something
yeah,
for free.
for free. Yeah, take
So
this for
called
free.
blacks.
It's for your help. Yeah, and he was mainly focused in the
Jake's.
the lower communities or whatever, you know.
Well, yeah, they said, it's mainly for. They try to put Jake at the forefront of this, man. That really needs this. The more susceptible to catch that.
Yeah.
The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know. So that's a clear trap, man. It was a trap, man. You know.
And it's funny because it went from Moab being the demon to, now it's jumped on
Right.
on Jake. Moab received the what was that? Stop Asian Hate. Stop Asian Hate. That was there for a good week.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after they said, oh, wait a minute, no. It's you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are the reason why this disease is spreading.
Yeah.
Forget about Moab. It was you guys. It's your guys' fault. Matter of fact, we have the solution right here. We'll give it to you for free. You know? Yeah, man. And it didn't no lights, no nothing. You know, no one asked questions like, wait a minute, how can they be the main reason, and then it jumps to us? What's going on? You know, no one decided to ask questions except for the prophets.
Yeah. Well, that's part of his witchcraft, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of, like you said, a lot of our people, they just trust in the devil. You know, they don't see a way out of Egypt. You know,
Yeah.
they just see, that's their God. Okay, you're gonna find out, man. You're gonna find out. So that let me get some, bro. It says that the shame of Egypt, the trust in Egypt shall be your shame. So like it, you know, I got it here. This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Because that's what happens when you don't want to listen to the prophets. Okay, by taking that juice, you defiled your temple. Okay, you basically allowed Esau Edom to play with your temple, man. So it's might as well. It's as if like you basically what's it called? Literally eating swine. Okay, or even what's it called? Because it says what physicians of no value, and we know that Esau Edom, his medicine goes into witchcraft. What's it called? Pharmakia.
Yeah.
So basically, he's just giving you witchcraft. You're trusting in that, man. And that's not for us to accept those things. We have herbs. Okay, we have we have nature to go to. Well, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai through the herbs that can heal you, or even prayer. Beyond the physical, you go straight to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and ask to be healed. Okay, you see, Yahushai didn't need he didn't need for people to go to the doctor for him to give them back their sight. Okay, to make the lame walk, the deaf hear. Okay, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, he was able to heal them.
Yeah, it was pure. You know,
That's
you
it.
didn't have to add petroleum to, you know, to the medicine. No, man. We really was with the word. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they were with the word.
Yeah.
But as far as the herbs, the herbs, you don't gotta add extra agents into the petroleum and chemicals and this and that. No, man. Okay, I got it right here. It says Sirach 38:4. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. You know, so you take them in their purity. You mix them together. You know, find out their properties and
Your tincture and shit.
exactly right. You know, to take out the properties. You can put some alcohol. There's different things you can add on, but not chemicals. You know, like petroleum, things that are not good for the body, man. You know. You know what I'm saying? You take the herbs in their pureness, man. You know, but Esau, he mixes things. Once again, man, everything that he presents is abominable, man. Okay, there's wickedness mixed up in it. You know. So we'll go back to Isaiah 30 and verse 2. Unless you guys had to jump in, bring it over.
Isaiah 28 and 18. And your covenant with death shall be disannulated, disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand.
All the covenants that you made with Esau, it's not gonna come to pass, man. Okay, ultimately you're doing that for safety. You're doing that to save your life. But the Lord is gonna come, and as it says, he that is hoping and he that is helped, roughly paraphrasing, both shall fall together. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't matter if you trust in Esau. If you trust in Esau, you're gonna fall with them. The triumph of the wicked is short. By siding with the devil, okay, you're siding on the wrong team, man. You're betting on the wrong team. Okay, and your fall is gonna be great too.
That's right. Real quick jump into Adam to that too. Second Ezra 16 and verse 69, it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision,
That's it.
and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
That's it. You're gonna be had in derision. You just see the meaning of that word derision.
Yeah, you side with the devil, you're gonna fall with him too, man. You know, that applies to our people, man. You know what I'm saying? You choose Esau to be your God or your father, the Lord's gonna view you as an Edomite when it comes to him executing his judgments, man. You're gonna die with him. You know what I'm saying?
Derision goes into contemptuous ridicule, mockery, or scorn. Okay? It refers to the act of laughing at, making fun of, or treating something or someone or something as completely absurd or and unworthy of respect. Wow. Okay, and just as it says in Proverbs 1, okay, I shall laugh when calamity falls upon you, when your fear comes upon you. I reached out, I called, no one answered. You don't want to take heed to my counsel. Okay, well, when your fear comes upon you, go ahead, save yourself. Trust it. Go see the devil, see if he can help you. Go see your idols, see if they can help you. Okay, but guess what? The prophets, Yahweh Bashir Al-Shai, the angels, the prophets that were sent to warn you, we're gonna laugh. Okay, we're part of that number, but you know, the man that the Lord sent to warn the people, they're gonna laugh, man. And again, as the brother mentioned before, then shall you know that the prophet was among you. Okay.
That's right. All right. So back to Isaiah 30 and verse 2. It says, thou walk to go down into Egypt, and have now asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yeah, they trust in the shadow of Egypt. They trust in oppression. Okay, because again, that's ultimately what Esau is going to give you. Okay, he's going to give you a perfected captivity. Okay, he's going to give you perfected captivity. I watched a video about Google. How everyone has a phone. Okay, it doesn't matter if your phone is off or in airplane mode. Google knows everything. As soon as you come back on the Wi-Fi, Google has all your information, where you went, your track. They're spying. They're basically spying you. But how much more when Esau Edom puts a chip in you? That's complete total control, man. Okay. You see, because again, because I saw the guy, he had one phone that was on airplane mode, and one phone that both of them didn't have no SIM card. Okay. Then he went around the city, did a whole trip around the city, came back home, and then he got on the Wi-Fi. As soon as he got on the Wi-Fi, Google saw everything.
Where he was,
what he did, when he hopped in the car, when he hopped out of the car.
You see?
They knew everything, man.
You see?
Yeah.
Because these phones have chips in them.
That's it.
That's right.
And these chips, they there's sensors.
Yeah.
There's sensors everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That can tell you, okay, it connects
Yeah.
He passed by you.
with chips.
Yeah.
They call spy chips. You know? It doesn't matter where you are. You know, there's chips that connect to different sensors to tell you, oh, he was at this place and they know what phone belongs to who.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Every phone has their number,
Serial number.
their serial number.
That's right.
Every phone has a serial number, and every right. You know, in different chips, they got their serial number.
That's right.
They know you bought the phone, what
Right.
time, this and that.
What credit card? What
Exactly, because they, you know your card is your card that you use is basically you.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's your identity.
Yeah.
So they know, okay, oh, he purchased this phone now. He's tagged. That's his phone now.
That's, oh.
Okay, so now when
Connected to his email.
right, and then after
Yeah.
after you went to the phone, you bought I don't know, some Esco water. Okay, so he
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
boom.
Oh.
At this time, okay. Oh, he bought an Esca again. Okay, so he's an Esca buyer. So
Yeah.
let's add that to his file.
Yeah.
So they create profiles
Yeah.
of people about
Mhm.
your tendencies, stuff
Yeah.
like that. You
Yeah.
know.
You have your digital
ID.
digital
I forgot the
file.
name.
like
You see it?
not to see like the digital footprint.
Mm.
Like you
I forgot the word. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, persona or something.
Yeah.
But like you have your digital self. You know,
Okay,
that's you. You know,
Right,
like, whatever
exactly.
you do, like they know.
They know.
Yeah.
They know your pattern. They know your. That's it. Okay, send him around this time. This is where he usually eats. Send him a add on.
Yeah, I
whatever.
was just about to say
You
that.
know?
Yeah. Like in the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
What you talking about? What's
Yeah.
that movie again?
Damn.
That net.
Social dilemma.
Social dilemma.
Yeah. Cause
I seen. What's it? The song there.
I gotta. Shit. I got my hold on you. or Something like that.
Yeah.
I got a spell on it. I got a spell on it. I got a spell on it. So yeah, because what you're describing, they showed it in that documentary, man, of how that you have a digital basically a digital replica of yourself, and then because what like you said, what you do, the phone picks up on that, and afterwards they give you ads
Yeah.
and suggestions based upon what you habits are, man.
Exactly.
You know, they're basically controlling. My sense people, it's the
Yeah.
phone controlling them,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Because us, sometimes we may give into, oh shit, oh, it looks good, let me buy it. But then, shit, every time, bro.
They got a spell on them.
You know, especially these women's.
Oh, come on.
Oh, this is new on Amazon. Buy.
Yeah, tell me.
Buy. You know?
Let me buy this on Tell me. They have TikTok shop.
Yeah, TikTok shop.
I didn't even
You
know
know what
that
I'm saying?
existed.
So basically, the phone is programming your mind on what to do.
Yeah, that's it. Because they went from having a television program to now you have it on your phone. You know?
So that means when they're gonna put the chip, they're gonna track your spirit. Then.
Oh yeah,
That's it. But that's in a sense I feel like it's gonna cut the connection between you and the word.
of course.
Yeah.
But then,
You know?
But
I mean, the spirit by the mind.
Yeah, the mind, yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, that's his goal. That's to
Yeah.
control your mind.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the goal. You know?
That's your goal, bro. That's his goal.
Mhm.
You know, that's the goal of Esau, to control your mind. And it says in Revelation 18 about the things that they possess was the souls of man.
That's
Soul
right.
of man, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
well, they can. So that goes back to his God complex.
That's right. That's right.
You know, he wants to control every single being. That now you become part of his simulation.
Yeah.
Now he can tell you what to buy.
Yeah.
You know, his tendencies, what he likes. You know, they know like what's your type of. They know everything, bro.
Yeah, sure.
And when you look on Instagram, who you look at, they know.
Yeah,
I know.
that's beyond. You're beyond slave, man. You just don't know, man. You
Yeah.
don't even know how to describe it.
They can set up
Yeah.
like meetings and shit like that. You know,
you
If
bump
they
into this
really-
person.
Exactly, yeah. If they really, they can do shit like that. You know.
Yeah. You become the river.
Yeah, he's that's right.
Yeah.
That he's really that he's the serpent. The wickedness has went to another level. You know.
Yeah.
You know, the Satan is really working with Esau. Man. This is on a higher level than the Egyptians, man.
Oh yeah,
You know.
Yeah, because it said, Second Thessalonians is going to come with the workings of Satan.
Yeah. Oh, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
And also that word working is what in the Greek energia.
Right. That's
So
right.
he's
That's
fully
right.
immersed in the energy of Satan, man.
Right.
That's why he has all this technology and all these miraculous things to whether he's able to control people, man.
Wow.
You know, this is something that's never been done before.
No.
bro.
No.
You know, that's how we know that this guy's the guy. This guy is the guy to go in these last days before we come into our room, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went from a serpent to a dragon.
Yeah, go, yeah.
Yeah. He's fully tapped into to Satan. You know.
You're like this.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like this, bro.
They're
Yeah.
blenched together.
They're one mind.
Esau, he took on the cultures the Egyptians,
Yeah.
the Babylonians,
Yeah.
the Persians, all the you know, all these demons that idol worship that they were doing. He's tapped into that, man.
Yeah.
You know,
He improved it.
he improved it. Yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
what was saying, you know, he's really tapped in with Satan.
Yeah.
I got some.
And so that he even invited Jake, as it says, my people so have done more wicked than the wicked.
Yeah.
You know, he invites them. Oh, teach us how we can make this even more bad. You know, how we make this situation. How can we influence through music the young generation? You guys, you know, so they'll set up Jakes to do these things, and they'll fund it. But it's really Isa Edom behind all that those things, man.
That's right. Yeah. Because they know the influence that Jake has,
Mhm.
starting with the tribe of Judah. Judah has the greatest influence, you know, on earth. You know, that's what we often say. The Heavenly Father is the ultimate Judah. Yahweh Shai is of the tribe of Judah. That's the chief tribe, okay, of the nation of Israel, man. You know. So Esau knows that, so he's gonna use it to his advantage, man. Okay. All right. So this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 8. It says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming."
Yeah, and currently this devil is being revealed, man. And who's the spirit of the Lord is now? Us,
That's right.
the prophets, the men of the Lord. We're the only ones, the chosen vessels that the Lord has selected in these last days that would literally point the finger
That's it.
right in his face and say, "You're the devil."
Mhm.
You know? Because there's a scripture that says, "Who shall rise up for me," or something like that.
I
You
guess
know?
that you will do.
Against the evildoers.
Yeah.
We're rising up, man, and calling them out.
Mm-hmm.
We're declaring his way unto his face.
Yeah.
Okay, which is something that, it's like,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
people see you doing, it's like, oh shit, he's actually
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
saying, what?
This is a great word, man.
It's a great
and
word.
it takes a lot of boldness, a lot of courage, man. But that courage comes from Yahweh Bashim
Yes.
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, because we've been so beat down, man, especially from slavery to where that we were taught not to talk back to the master, not to say anything. But now, shit, the Lord has sent his spirit, man. We're rising up, bro. And we're calling out our oppressors right in their face, man. Which is something that Jake is scared to do. Because, a lot of people in this world that try to come up against Esau, what happened? They mysteriously disappeared. Plane crash, this, that. You know what I mean? But the Lord made sure that we have a hedge to where that Esau cannot touch us, man.
That's right.
And we're going to keep on revealing it, man.
That's right. Our time has not yet come.
Yeah.
When it's going to be come for him to put his hands on us, that's going to be the time. But even then, like we read in Isaiah 59 and 19, the Lord is going to lift up a standard.
Yeah.
See, we're in a time where Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to demonstrate his power, his defense, upon his people, because he sent us to do this great work. He's not just going to leave us, as his woman, unprotected. Okay? Our hope is in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, since we have a hope as an anchor of the soul. We know that the Lord is going to deliver us and going to protect us. Even those that are martyrs, okay? Because some of us are going to die, okay? We put to death, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai, okay? But we're going to see the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. The defense of the Lord, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, but it was more. Oh, okay. So it says, 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 8, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming."
Because the triumph of the wicked is short. Okay, Yahweh Shai must reign. Okay, Isa Edom, as it says, come down in the dust, virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, there is no more throne for you. Okay, Isa Edom will not reign forever. Okay, the Most High is a power that hates iniquity. And Isa Edom has his kingdom. The foundations of his kingdom is bloodshed, death, murder, all sorts of vanity, basically. The rebellion against the Lord. Okay, how can this kingdom be an everlasting kingdom? Okay, and it even says it's short. Okay, he was given a short time to rule. Okay, and we're coming at the end of this time.
That's right.
And even what's even better is that we understand that the Lord is even speeding up the days.
That's right. That's right, bro. Yeah, the Lord wants to put an end to this wicked kingdom, man. That's why it says, "He that letteth will let until he be taken out of the way." So the Lord, yeah, he's going to let him do what he has to do, you know, raise his iniquities to the heavens, you know. But then the Lord's going to put a stop to it.
That's it.
And we believe in that, man. Okay, so that's part of the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, we know that the Lord is going to reward them according to their deeds, man. Okay, so it says, like it says, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. There's a better world coming, man. Okay, verse 9, right? It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, right? Referring to Esau, Edom. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. You got it, bro.
Okay. Read that again.
Okay, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Right, so like the brother said, man, the working is about the information that the word working is energia. He comes with the energy of Satan, man. You know, and Satan is the angel of the Lord on the left hand side. You know, so he has power. Esau's tapped into that power, man, of deception, lying, via his media, you know, his school system, and he's perverted the minds of everyone, man. His technology, man, you know, basically he's turned that AI into a god, and people are slowly worshiping the AI, man. You know, there's people that fall in love with the AI. You know, everything is they ask the AI with this chat, think with this chat thing, you know, give me an opinion, you know.
Reply to this text.
Yeah, use the world, you know. but then they actually worship it, man.
Yeah.
You know, which they prove that they worship Esau, man. They worship Satan.
Sure, that's right.
You know. That's some book.
With Revelation 6 and 4, did we read that? It's okay. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
And that's representing Esau Edom, man. He's the one that's riding that red horse from the sea. Okay, and like the brother read, it was given unto him what? A great sword.
Right.
And we're seeing him utilizing that sword in these last days, man. Okay, to where that basically he has weaponized everything.
Yeah.
Okay, food, clothing, you know what I'm saying,
man.
phone, whatever you could think of, this guy literally weaponized it to use it against you, bro. Okay, either to control you or to just destroy you simply, man. You know what I mean? Because that's what he's built to do, to destroy and bring death. Okay? Because he is death.
Yep, I got some. This is the book of Sirach 39 and 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil.
So the principal things that you need, he turned it into evil, man. Okay? Like splitting jeans and shit, adding other stuff within the different foods that you need. You know? Weaponizing things, man. Okay, he weaponized education, music,
Yep.
whatever you could think of, man. Yo, Esau made sure he had his hands in there and manipulated it to turn it into evil, man.
That's right.
Simple things that say, yo, you wouldn't think that, how did he do that? How? You know, how would you strip, you know, this orange right here of its vitamins and minerals that supposed to be, you know, rejuvenating for your body?
Seedless foods.
Yo,
Amen.
how did you turn this t-shirt that I'm supposed to wear to help me, you turn it against me?
A slow killer, yeah.
Slow killer, giving you skin rashes and shit, and yo, how? You know what I mean? Because what, he did a diligent search, man.
Right.
Okay, on how to weaponize these things.
That's right. You know? Even he ultimately he perverted even the true doctrine. You know? The true doctrine. You push for that Christianity, Catholicism, just to pervert the minds of our people, man. You know?
It
Man,
has to be stopped.
that's right, man. And he's going to be stopped, man.
That's it.
That's the thing, man. That's the difference about this day and age, man. The Lord's going to stop him, man.
Mm-hmm.
And put an end to Esau. And Yahushua is coming to conquer, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yahushua is coming to conquer this world, man. Okay? And not with violence, man. It's coming with violence, man. It says in righteousness he do a judge and make war. Okay? Alright, so Esau, Yahweh Shemashah has beefed up Esau, given him military strength. Okay, yeah, great technology. Okay, but that's really ancient to the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Okay? The Lord's gonna confound his plans, man. Okay?
That's
That's it, man.
That's
Okay. That's something to do it, man.
This is Job 5 and verse 13.
That's it.
It says, I'll start with verse 12. It says, He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Yeah, so well, the Lord's doing that, you know, he's using his prophets to do that too, man. By pushing forth this word, we're putting like breaks into his plans, you know, slowing down his plans, you know. Now he has to think twice. Oh shit, you guys are looking, man. Is somebody looking?
Right.
You know, he's not as it's not as clean as before.
Mhm.
You know, it's, you know, he used to work in the dark and nobody knowing who he is. You got the Illuminati and all these different councils, secret societies. But now Yahweh Shemashah has shed that light upon them, man. Says that there is no shadow of death.
Yeah.
The wicked of iniquity may hide themselves.
Mm.
You know? The Lord has revealed their plans unto us, man, through the via the Holy Spirit, man. Starting with our apostles. You know? You know?
You're being revealed.
That's it. And that messes him up, man. Okay?
Because this power comes from secrecy.
Yeah.
His power
Right.
comes from being able to do all sorts of wickedness and then still show up to the world and be presented as being the hero, being the Superman.
Yeah.
You know, but we understand that no, he's the villain. Okay, he's the wicked that the Bible speaks of.
Yeah.
Okay? And that will be, and we know by the works that he's doing.
That's right.
Okay.
I remember reading a comment, you know, on the internet. A person was saying, man, white people are only heroes in the movies, man. You know?
That's
It's true, bro.
That's true.
Like, yo, shit, yeah, the people are waking up, man. It's only in Superman or Batman and Spider-Man that you see a Edomite that's a superhero doing good. Here it is, he's saving the whole world.
Yeah.
When has Esau done that, man?
Yeah.
He's on trial right now, man.
Yeah.
Fauci is on trial, man. He represents these Edomites, man.
Yeah.
And he's never going to admit that he's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it says the whips was made for the back of fool. What's gonna convince him, man, is the rod of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Yahushua says he's gonna rule with them with a scepter of iron, man. Okay, that's how the Lord is coming, man.
They break them pieces.
That's right. That's right. You know, that man, we can't wait, bro. This is one thing, man. Yeah, bro. This is one thing, bro. I can't wait, bro.
You know, because he can escape.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you got different things. But that, bro, I'm gonna be busy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man.
Because you said he got acquitted?
No,
No,
but he got pardoned.
Pardon,
He
okay.
got pardoned. Just
Yeah.
like when he says he's pleased the fifth, he has allowed the right to not say anything to self-incriminate him.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
And then they pardoned him. Said you
But even if he did say yeah this and that, he's pardoned already. But he just chooses to plead the fifth, not say nothing, bro. 111 times he
Wow.
said the same thing, bro. Come on, bro. You know? So, you know, so he represents Esau, man.
You should have played the clips in front of him, bro.
The clips of
You know
Of him?
Yeah.
But they work
Yeah,
together.
is this you? This is what you just said, right?
right.
You know,
Right,
then the
right,
court.
He would have said this guy, they're nuts, bro.
I plead the fifth.
He's capable of doing that. No guilt, nothing, bro. Okay? But what's gonna break them is Yahweh Shai, man.
That's it.
Okay?
Yeah, because you can escape judgment here on this side,
Okay?
We're willing.
But again, the Lord, you can't escape the hands of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Eventually, you have to face judgment.
That's right. That's right, man. And the Lord delights in judgment, man.
Yep.
Okay, it says,
Justice.
justice and judgment is the habitation of his throne, man. Mercy and truth shall go before his face. You know, it says far away from the Most High that he would commit iniquity and pervert judgment.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
So therefore, your time is coming, man.
Yeah. You're gonna receive just due for your actions,
That's it.
even double.
Yeah. That's it.
One more verse. It says, verse 13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness,
Yeah.
and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
Your own sins are gonna condemn you. Okay? Your own rebellion against Yahweh Hashem Shai. Okay? Your own foolishness is gonna lead you to your destruction.
That's right. And the Lord's creating division amongst them. Okay, he's thwarting their plans, their counsel. There's different families warring against each other. You know, during disagreements, man, we know what Yahushua said concerning the kingdom divided. It cannot stand, man. Okay, so that's what we're witnessing, man. The downfall of these Edomites, man. Okay, and as they fall, the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua are rising up, man. Okay, the Lord's going to do a great works with his men, man. Okay. You know, all that to glorify his name. You know? Is there anything else?
That was it,
Okay. You got it, bro.
Psalms 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, and who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Unless the Lord had been my power, so that unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. When I had said my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, held me up. In the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comfort delight in my soul. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? They gathered themselves together against the soul.
Nah, man, you know, it's not even our fellowship with the Lord, bro.
Right.
Okay, because the Lord despises iniquity.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, he despises when things are being done the wrong way
Yep.
from what he set in place. So no way, no how you're gonna see Esau on a throne in the kingdom, man. Okay, the only place that's gonna be fitting for him is dirt, the ground, footstool. Okay? Slave. That's what he is. He's a slave.
He's a robot.
That's right.
Alright?
That's right. So the dust of the earth shall be sweet unto him.
Sweet.
That's what he's gonna. That's gonna be his favorite meal, man.
How much you think?
Yeah. Amen. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says here, they gathered themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemned the innocent blood. But the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, is my defense and my power, is the rock of my refuge. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yeah, the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, our power shall cut them off.
Yeah, the Lord's gonna cut them off, man. You know? And that's gonna take place after 1,000 years in the kingdom. They're gonna be completely cut off.
That's right.
You know, being reset is sent back to the spirit world. Yeah, we may what the Lord's gonna do with them, but they're not gonna, you know what I mean? They're gonna be reset because they have no purpose anymore, man. Your time is now to show us what wickedness is like, you know, and be like, oh shit, this is madness, yo, this is complete folly. That's your job for us to, you know, have these reactions to understand. After righteousness is established, we don't need to be, we understand.
Yeah, that's right. That's
We
right.
understand it now. Like Job said, you know, whereunto is the strength of your hands gonna profit you.
Yeah.
Whose old age perish.
Yeah, the jig is up.
The jig is up, bro. We know what wickedness is now. What else can you show us? Huh? We've seen the sacrifices. You know? We've seen the sacrifices and, you know, the abominable things that you did, you know, the drinking of the BLOODs and shit. What else? You know, so you have to reset it back, bro.
Can't do worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He taught the world wickedness, man.
Yeah.
Babylon has been the golden cup in the Lord's hand. Made all the earth drunken.
That's right.
The nations are drunken of a wine, therefore the nations are mad. You know? That's why he taught the world, man. You know? That's it, man. The righteousness is going to be established by Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay? And that's that's gonna lead to eternal life. It says that righteousness is immortal.
Yeah.
You know, his wickedness it has a
Expiry date.
that's it, man. You know, that's it. But what else you got, man? You know, but righteousness is immortal, man.
Yeah.
Okay, order, judgment, mercy, justice. Okay, these things are eternal, man. You know. Yeah, precept, man. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. 2 Ezra 7:43. But
Beautiful, beautiful.
But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that had gotten the victory.
Go ahead, bro. Break it down.
Yeah. So again, there's an end to there's again the day of doom, the day of the Lord. Okay, it's gonna be an end to all that folly. Okay, Yahushua will come and reestablish righteousness as righteousness and order and the fear of the Lord as being the law of the land. Okay.
Yeah.
The knowledge of Yahweh Bashim El Shai is going to be as how the water covered the ocean. Okay, and peace will only increase under the supervision and authority of Yahweh Bashim El Shai on the earth. So there's the place for corruption will no longer folly, corruption, deception, wickedness will no longer be set as a standard of beauty or as the way to live.
Yeah.
Yes, it says of his government and peace there shall be no end.
That's right.
Right, referring to Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, I got something. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Corruption is gonna be overcome, bro. You know, because truth and righteousness is stronger than wickedness.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, Isaiah 26 and verse 7. The way of the just is uprightness. Thou most upright, dost weigh the path of the just. Yea, in the way of thy judgments, O Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, have we waited for thee. The desire of our soul is to thy name and to the remembrance of thee. Right? Because, you know, because we're looking for righteousness, man. You know, we long for righteousness, man. What does it say about the creature? Ladies,
That's for the manifestation of the sons of God.
right. You know, say that again.
The earnest expectation
Right.
of the creature
Right.
is to see basically the sons of God reign, man.
That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's all creatures, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's right. And it starts really with the ones that are in two with Yahweh Shai, man.
Mhm.
We want this change. We want righteousness to be established, man. You know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because we're the ones expressing those deep down feelings of,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
sighing and
Yeah.
crying for all the abominations that you've done in the midst.
Yeah, we're expressing it, we're saying it,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? These are the people, they feel it deep down inside, but they're not really
Right.
professing it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the men of the Lord, we're professing it, man. We're sighing and crying, man.
Mhm.
You know, saying, yo, this devil gotta go, man. We need the kingdom, man.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Isaiah 62 it says, I've set watchmen upon thy wall, O Jerusalem, who shall never hold their peace day nor night. They that call upon the Lord, give him no rest till he establish righteousness on earth, man. We establish, us, the Jerusalem, you know. I'm roughly paraphrasing, man, Salakia, but hey, that's what we're longing for, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the apostles of Yahushua, the disciples of Yahushua, which became apostles, it says, without at this time establish the kingdom unto Israel. You know? In other words, are you now going to set up a rulership as righteous judge on earth? You know? So that's what the sincere men are looking for. So verse 8, okay, this is good. Verse 9, verse 9 is the point. With my soul have I desired thee in the night, right? Which we're in the night right now, man. Yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
Yeah, that's when they're gonna learn, man, was what, righteousness is establishment. We're gonna show them the right way.
Yep.
This is the way to live, man. And they're gonna appreciate it and see how it's beneficial.
That's right, man. It was coming to establish order, judgment, man. That's what's gonna push forth righteousness on the earth, man.
That's it.
Right? Read the last precepts.
Second Esdras, the second Esdras 7 and 34, real quick, and it reads, but judgment only shall remain.
Woo! That's right. That's right.
But judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax.
That's right. That's right.
Beautiful.
Judgment shall remain, because again, this is a place where wrong, because the wicked are encompassed the righteous, wrongful judgment proceeded. Okay, so of course Fauci can plead the fifth and get away scot free. Okay, of course we're oppressed, we're being defamed, we're catching all sorts of hell, and nothing happens for us. Okay, but again, the Lord sees that He will not allow these things to continue forever. Okay, there's an end to our suffering, and there's a beginning to our glory. Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Second Ezra 4, and I'll start at 6. Then answered I and said, "Oh, so like it."
So get that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 8 to back you up. It says, if thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter.
Wow.
For he that is higher than the highest regardeth,
Wow.
and there be higher than they.
Wow. So yeah, they'll be higher than they. So Isa Edom, the elites of this world, they're allowing all that madness to happen. They're orchestrating through the intervention of Satan, famines, wars, okay, evil on the earth. But Yahweh is above all that.
That's
Man.
right, that's right, that's
He's
right.
the one that is given the okay for all these things to happen. But again, it's for them to be judged at the end.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. We got to keep that in mind, man.
Yeah.
That the Lord is watching everything, man.
That's it.
Okay? Right? He's regarding everything, man. Okay? Alright? So we know that judgment is gonna be perfect judgment is gonna be executed in its proper time.
It's gonna be
Okay?
there.
Perfect.
That's right. So this is a test of patience and trust. Or it says in the book of Job, it says, trust thou in him. You know?
Yeah.
Because we know, okay, you should know that Yahweh Bashim Yoshai is going to bring perfect judgment, man. Alright, real quick, Job 35 and 14. Although thou sayest thou shalt not see him, yet judgment is before him. Therefore trust thou in him.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, everyone's gonna get what they deserve. Okay? Judgment is before him because that's what he delights in. Okay? He wouldn't be the Almighty if he was partial in his judgment. Okay? He wouldn't be balanced if he was if he had respect of person. Okay? He said, I created the righteous and I created the wicked. Okay? But the Lord will as it says, he's showing his patience. He's gonna show his glory in those that he saves, and he's gonna show his wrath in those that he destroys. Okay, everything according to the measure of time, according to the timeline that the Lord has decided for things to happen. So for us, we have to endure, have faith, and be patient. As it says, in your patience, possessing your souls. Yeah, it says here in 2 Ezra 4 and 33. Then I answered and said, how and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are our years few and evil? And he answered me, saying, do not thou hasten above the most highest, for thy haste is in vain to be above him, for thou hast much exceeded. Do not the souls also of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chambers, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward? So again, be patient. The Lord is watching everything, as the brother mentioned. Okay, yes, we're catching hell. Yes, we're suffering, but there's an end to it. Okay, as it says, you're hastening above the highest. There's no point. There's no point. You can't do nothing. You can't save yourself. You know, there's no point of you trying to deliver yourself. It's not gonna work. Wait on the Lord. Okay, that's it. You ask for the Lord to give you more strength. Ask for the Lord to give you more patience to endure.
That's right. That's right. Is there anything else? No? Alright, so with that, you can close the book.
Like the brother said, with that, we'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruchah Kodash.
Alright, Lord willing, this was edifying. Double honors to our teachers, elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the hopeful elect Again, we pray this lesson was edified.
Shalom. Yabashma Shabbat. Almost home.